But Winks is well clear from Criterion and Highland Rail. Winks kept going by Hugh Bowman. What a win! Winks has bolted in the Cox Plate by 4 lengths to Criterion. Highland Rail.
And shortly afterwards, Hot Schnitzel got to our boy Malachi. Hot Schnitzel takes the lead and Hot Schnitzel draws away. Noidard will get up for second.
Capitalist going after Sweet Cherry, and then came Flying Artie. The Capitalist, the Magic Millions winners, drawn clear in the slipper. Yankee Rose home into second, but Capitalist takes it out. Capitalist by a half length to Yankee Rose.
Welcome to At the Track podcast, proudly presented by Renegades Fantasy Sports. Here's your hosts, Goffy, Gravy, and Shooter.
And welcome at the Track Podcast Awards, the much anticipated event that we've been waiting for quite a while. It's finally arrived. Here, Goffy, with me.
Shooter. And the Inaugural Awards, hopefully with many more to come.
Yes. Unfortunately, no Gravy, due to work commitments and family commitments. He couldn't trek down from Brisbane, but look, he's here in spirit. He's had plenty of say on the awards that we've got today, and hopefully you enjoy this show. It'll be on YouTube, and it's going to be in the podcast form as well. So without further ado, we'll get straight into it. So,
starting off, mate, go to the first one.
The first award we're going to get into today, 3-year-old of the year. So the nominations are Tarzino, Press Statement, and English. 3 very good quality 3-year-olds, all had great seasons, without a doubt.
Definitely. But
look, the winner of 3-year-old of the year, English, trained by Gay Waterhouse.
Well done, Gay.
Great first up winner. Look, you can't argue. For me, 4 starts as a 3-year-old, all in open company. 2 wins, 1 at Group 2 level, 1 at Group 3 level, Group 1 level. Sorry. Challenge stakes, all age stakes. Look, quality. Press Statement, Tarzino, very good. Press Statement ran an open grade as well, but look.
For English to have those wins and those starts and all in open, that's what got English over the line for sure.
Absolutely. And to back it up after a really good 2-year-old season as well. Look, Press Statement had a good 2-year-old season, but, Winks efforting the slipper the year before. We know, slipper winners struggle to back up, and we'll get to that a little bit later on after what's happened today. But, look, for me, English was a standout. And, look, she was beaten by Chautauqua in the TJ Smith. We know what he's done. For me, clear winner.
Definitely 100% agree.
Yeah. So, congratulations, 3-year-old of the year for the Inaugural at the Track Awards, trained by Gay Waterhouse, English. Well done.
Okay, next award is for the worst race caller of the 2015-2016 season. We had many different nominations from various people throughout Facebook and Twitter and on the phone and via text message, but 3 people predominantly were nominated. So the 3 nominations were Darren Flindell in Sydney, Colin Hodges, and Greg Miles. 3 worthy candidates, you think?
Oh, look, absolutely. Look, we know there've been some absolute shockers by a couple of those guys, but look, there's a standout. Go for it.
The standout would have to be our Melbourne man, Greg Miles, for his call in the Caulfield Cup on Mongolian Khan.
Magnolian Khan.
So, well done to Mongolian Khan for winning the race and letting Greg do such a great job. I see he has apologised on Facebook and on Twitter for the call, but seriously, in one of our major staying races of the year, and also a very, very well-known horse, mate, what can you say?
The thing that gets me, right, if it had been a sprint race and it had been helter-skelter in the last 400 metres and you've called the wrong name, fair enough. He was calling it the wrong name out of the straight.
For 2 minutes.
Like, come on. You've called it, it was running 3rd or 4th. You've called it out of the straight, running, 3rd or 4th, Magnolian Khan. And then kept calling it.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, Greg Miles.
Hang your head in shame.
So, shocking. So, alright, well, that's 2 down. And we move on now. You might as well do this one as well, mate. Hey?
Okay, what have we got up next? Next is the best moment in racing for the 2015-16 season.
Before you go there's been some crackers.
Mate, there's been plenty.
We had that many nominations, and we've narrowed it down, just to let you know, we've narrowed it down to 3 in each category. Well, apart from 1, and we'll get to that later. But
Well,
this
the
year,
3 that stood out that had the majority of the votes, I mean, there were 3 were there, and there's 3 or 4 very close behind them. But the main 3, of course, were Chautauqua in the Hong Kong Chairman's Sprint with Tommy Berry.
super effort.
Yep, Winks in the Cox Plate with Hugh Bowman. And Prince of Penzance in the Melbourne Cup with another jockey. So the Prince of Penzance got a lot of votes from non-racing people and a lot from women as well. But I personally don't think it should have been there.
No.
No. So it really came down to Chautauqua in Hong Kong and Winks in the Cox Plate here in Melbourne. And the winner is Winks and Hugh Bowman in the Cox Plate.
Yep.
Sensational win. When the cleaner, I did hear Hugh was saying in the race that at the 600 metre mark, when the cleaner rolled off the fence, he wasn't ready to go. But unfortunately, when the cards you get dealt, you go with, and he played the cards and he went with it, and the rest is history. So well done to the connections, well done to the jockey, and well done to the horse.
And the trainer.
And the trainer, of course.
Look, the thing that gets me about this is there was a lot of talk last year, that this was one of the strongest Cox Plate fields put together. And what she did to that field, no matter what the bias, no matter how the race was run, how she won that race was just unbelievable. And, you know, she's proven it was no fluke by going on and, she's won 9 on the trot since the Sunshine Coast Guineas or whatever it was, over 12 months ago. Yeah, you can't take it away. And the moment, like, the chill that you get watching that race, and it doesn't matter how many times you watch it over and over. And the way she put them away in that short space of time.
Sensational.
Like, to have that turn of foot.
I still get goosebumps thinking about it.
Oh, absolutely.
You know the funny thing is, I was looking again today at the replay, Winks paid $4.60. $4.60. Imagine that today. Amazing. I really, she's $2.20 favourite for this year.
We got her in our multi that we had. We had a multi, the pair of us. Kermadec to win the Guineas, Winks to win the Cox Plate.
Not the third leg.
The third leg we won't even talk about. And, mate, it was, I think we got her at like $9.
Back then, yeah.
Like, it was, you know...
You'll never see it again.
No. So, look, high five Chris Waller, high five Hugh Bowman, high five to the horse.
And good luck for win number 2 coming up very soon as well.
Mate, hopefully. That's all we can ask for. Because you know what? If she wins it again, she'll go back to back in this category as well. Yeah. So... All right.
Next one.
Oh, this is the fun one. I love this one. Worst ride of the year.
And I backed most of them.
Didn't we have some nominations here? All right. First one. Blake Spriggs on Sir John Hawkwood in the Doomben Cup.
What were you
I think Mobbins nominated this one about 10 times alone. Jason Collett, Imposing Lash,
Woeful.
Queensland Oaks.
Woeful.
James McDonald.
Yeah, my mate.
Your mate James McDonald on Gassoni in the Arrowfield Sprint at Randwick.
Yep.
Blake Shin, Malaguera in the All-Age Stakes.
Not a good ride.
Damien Brown Morris
woeful.
In the Caloundra Cup.
$1.60 favourite.
Gone. And the last one, Craig Williams on Dissolute down at Caulfield. And look, how do you pick a winner? The winner of worst ride of the year is the bookies.
Yeah.
We're not picking a winner. As far as I'm concerned, the only winner's the bookies because they were all terrible. Honestly, I watched them all back this morning. I sat back and watched them and just had a look and was like, righto, let's see if there really was a worse one. There wasn't. The only winner was the bookies because they were all terrible.
But in saying that, every jockey that has been nominated has since ridden many winners, and congratulations, guys. We all understand that we all have bad rides and bad moments in life.
You look at those riders there. Yeah. We've got 6. I think all bar one of them won a Group 1 at some stage during the season. Yeah. They're not terrible riders, don't get me wrong, but geez.
We had a bit of fun at some stage today. And
there's some shockers, and I'm pretty sure you look back at them and say, what did I do there too? So, look, all the best to them. Hopefully they don't get in this category next year. It's the category no one wants to be a part of. But hey, you're there. and it'll be forever entrenched that you will be the first winners of Worst Ride of the Year. Congratulations. All right. Oh, we're going to move on to another good one. This one was an absolute standout.
This was a moral.
Most overrated horse. We had a lot of nominations again. Same ones that everyone talks about.
Yep.
The 3 nominations for most overrated horse 2015-16 are Prince of Penzance, Exosphere,
Yeah. Tight.
and Ascadelia.
Yeah, true.
And the winner of most overrated horse for 2015-16 is Prince of Penzance.
Shock horror. Really?
Look, a lot of people will go, hey, it won a Melbourne Cup. Yes, we know.
Worst Melbourne Cup
And
of all time.
I feel sorry for the horse. I feel sorry for the connections because the reason this horse has been hyped up and overrated is because of the jockey. Everyone, well, I won't say everyone, those outside of racing circles have jumped on the bandwagon of, Australia's greatest female jockey. Sorry. Look, the horse, no, it's not I wouldn't say it's overrated if it wasn't for that female jockey. But is it rated in the top 10,
No.
15,
No.
20
No.
horses in Australia?
No way.
No. Yet it gets a lot of media coverage. So for me, without a doubt, Prince of Penzance, overrated. Yes, there was people calling for Exosphere, and we had a lot of people say Exosphere, Exosphere, Exosphere.
He was pretty close in the end.
Look.
But at the end of the day, Prince of Penzance is more well known in Women's Weekly and New Idea than she's on the racetrack. So if you're a New Idea or Women's Weekly reader, you know about the horse.
Look, Exosphere went around as a short price favourite quite often.
Quite often it did, yeah.
But you look at its real bad runs. Its real bad runs were down the straight at Flemington.
But none of them were shockers. It wasn't abysmal.
It had a couple of real bad ones, but they were down the straight at Flemington, and I think it had one real bad one in Sydney on a wet track. I don't think it was overrated, so to speak.
No.
Once again, it's probably a stuck with the Godolphin tag. It does get the hype, and people go, oh, Godolphin, and jump on.
Yeah.
We all know how good Godolphin's going right now, so look.
Well,
it was tough.
to also prove how overhyped the horse is, you look at this year's Melbourne Cup odds.
Yeah.
Where's Prince of Penzance?
Yeah.
Every year's winner, next year is the favourite.
Yep.
Where's Prince of
Well,
Penzance?
that's how it usually works. You usually have the winner of the Cup will back up as favourite.
Mm-hmm.
The winner of the Derby will be in the market as well.
Which it is.
So, what's Prince of Penzance, please. People in racing
21
know.
at the moment?
Oh, and some.
Yeah, I'll give you 50.
Well, I'll give you 100.
Yeah.
Honestly, Prince of Penzance, and like I say, without the jockey, it doesn't get the hype. But that's how the cookies have crumbled, and you're the most overrated horse in Australia. Congratulations. All right, well, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be back. We've got a lot more awards and a lot more banter and stuff going on, so don't go away. We'll be back shortly. We'll leave you with a replay of Winks winning the Cox Plate.
Awesome. Sit back and enjoy.
The cleaner at the school, the leader from on the outside, Complacent, and Arrod. Highland Real is still there from Mourinho. Winksville Bowman's got plenty to give, and he's getting an inside run, and Criterion tried to follow him home, just had to clip off heels there. Winks got the dream run and shot to the lead from the cleaner. Criterion trying to get going with Highland Real. They're followed by Hartnell and Happy Trails right off the track, but Winks is away and gone round the home turn. 3 lengths in front of Highland Real, Criterion, and then came the cleaner, but Winks is well clear from Criterion and Highland Rail. Winks kept going by Hugh Bowman. What a win! Winks has bolted in the Cox Plate by 4 lengths to Criterion. Highland Rail ran third, Cornish A4. Then Hartnell, Faulkner, the...
What a win by Winks. Sensational.
Oh, look, like I say, mate, it doesn't matter how many times you watch it over and over again. That just gives you goosebumps. Yeah. So, hopefully everything goes right and she'll go back to back this year, because I think that's the only way she won't, is if something goes wrong.
Yeah, I can't see anything else beating it.
No.
I mean, you got Morris and you got Werther coming over, but seriously, Winks...
Werther's good, but... it's a big thing to come and travel. Yeah. And Moonee Valley is,
Moonee Valley, you look opposite way around as well.
It's coming over here from Hong Kong, where it's running at Happy Valley Sha Tin, on those big tracks, to a tiny, You could run around my
Clockwise.
backyard and it's the same size as Moonee Valley. So really, you know. But yeah, look, hopefully we get to see the same again this year. All right, well, we get back into it. This is the category that got the most nominations out of everything. Now, look, I'd love to run through the list of nominations, but we'd probably have a 6-hour podcast.
Yeah.
Pretty sure you're going to know what it is. It's the hottest jockey. Yeah. All right. Now, we got a nomination. Now, I want to give a shout out. I don't know who this guy is. Yeah. We got a nomination from Hong Kong.
Yeah, a Chinese punter on Twitter.
Yep. What was the dude's name? Keith Leung or...
He's a tiny little jockey. He looks like a 16-year-old little boy, which is a worry as well. But, he's a good-looking kid, but seriously, it's about the women.
Look, we've got women followers, so we don't want to upset them.
No, true.
But look, we're not being disrespectful.
Otherwise, Frank Williams who won, so, you know.
We're not being disrespectful. That's part of the reason why Gravy's not here.
Yeah.
But, look, yeah, little boys, no. Not our thing. Well, not my thing.
Attractive women who are talented sportswomen who are also sensational. Thing is, with this, we didn't just go on hot jockeys. No. You had to have a bit of criteria. You've got to be a bloody good jockey to begin with.
You've got to be able to do it.
So there are some good lookers out there that we cut straight away because we are being serious at the same time.
Yep.
So these women are not only great riders, but they're also very nice to look at as well. So you may take the honour.
Absolutely. All right. Nominations for Hottest Jockey 2015-16 are Claire Nutman, Ruby Ride, and Kathy O'Hara. And look, as Shooter said, we took everything into account. Looks, ability,
definitely,
and you know, the amount of rides they get as well. It's a tough choice, and it was a real close decision, and it came down in the end to the riding side of things.
Yep.
So the winner of Hottest Jockey 2015-16 is...
your favourite girl?
Kathy O'Hara. Well done.
Well done, Kathy.
Look, she's tough as nails.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Her fall off single gaze, and then to bounce back as quickly as you have when you're riding winners again, and you had your Group 1 winner this season.
Look, absolute champion.
A few ups and downs, but mate,
absolute champion.
Yeah.
A lot of people go on, and once again we get back to this issue of that jockey.
Yep.
A lot of people go on about women jockeys. Trust me, we got some damn good ones around, and ones that I would be happy to have riding
100%.
my horse every day of the week.
I actually wrote that in my notes that I'd have Kathy O'Hara on my horse any day if I owned one.
Yep.
But Kathy O'Hara, Samantha Clinton, Winona Costin, just in Sydney alone.
Deanne Pena again today.
Mate, again, she's killing it. Treble last week, double the week before.
On fire.
Yeah.
And look, this is what I was saying. Like, yes, it's about the fun side of things, but at the same time, we don't want to disrespect the women.
No,
we want to give them the high five. They're doing the work. They're doing what they're doing, and they're doing it really well. So look, Claire Nutman, Kathy O'Hara, it was like this. It came down to the riding, and it was just that, Kathy at the moment and over the last however long has been on top. Super jockey.
We won't name and shame Claire's boyfriend, but he's punching big time.
Well, speaking, like, I'm married, but hey, Kathy. hey. On that.
Yeah.
But look, once again, super effort. Gorgeous girls, all of them.
Sensational riders.
And
consistently winning all the time as well.
So, congratulations.
Well done, ladies.
And
a major part of the race.
Keep up the riding side of it because and that's it. You are a massive part. Don't think that you're anything less. And I know that you don't, but the people that are watching don't because they are good. All right, we move on.
Okay, so now we go to the horse side of things, and we start with the 2-year-old of the year. So again, we had quite a few nominations, but it was quite easy to nail it down to 3. And our three nominations for this year were Capitalist, who won the Millions and the Golden Slipper. We had Yankee Rose, who won the Sires, and we had Extreme Choice that won the Blue Diamond. So out of the 3 of them, it came down to between the 3 of us deciding who the winner was, and it was Capitalist. So well done, Team Snowden and Shin. I personally think for a horse to, especially as a 2-year-old, to have a campaign and win the Millions, and then go away and come back and have another campaign as a 2-year-old and then win the Slipper, having 2 major goes and winning both of them, got it over the line.
Oh,
I think Yankee Rose came very, very close because that was a sensational win in the Sires.
mate.
Awesome training effort. The whole story behind the trainer as well after the coming out of the story was great. Zach flying over to ride it, great. First up in the slipper, just almost getting there.
That's the training effort.
Yeah.
And that was the effort. Like, yeah, it won the Sires, but that performance in the slipper.
Yeah.
Whoa, jeez.
So, very close. And again, they'll now meet each other in the Golden Rose.
Maybe.
Hopefully.
Maybe. After
Yes.
today.
After today.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I know a couple has had 60 kilos, but...
And a slope and a wet track, but
oh,
didn't do a lot.
jeez. It looked flat. It looked very flat. But in saying that,
In saying that,
5 starts as a 2-year-old,
Yep.
4 wins.
Yep. Sensational.
Now, we look back at that, and leading into the slipper, it was done.
Yeah.
It was done. It lost the race leading in.
Yeah,
Or was it
blew out in the bend.
was it the silver slipper or the
Yep.
one of those ones? It got done, and everyone said it can't win.
Yeah. Blew out the gate.
And what it did in the slipper was just super.
Another great training effort. Another great ride. Great run.
Yep. So look, let's not forget Extreme Choice won the Blue Diamond, missed the start in the slipper, and was never a chance.
Yeah.
It was the favourite for the slipper.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows if it jumps? Who knows? You never know. That's how it is. But look, Capitalist, Snowden's, Blake Shin, super effort, and we get back to this hoodoo.
Yeah. Well, you look at the history of the slipper.
The slipper winners don't have a good record. I really hope that this horse does, because I do like it. But
I mean, Piero and Sepoy, they had a bit of a career, but you look at the rest of them, all the way back there's nothing.
there's not a lot. I mean, geez, you're
So that's
going
a
back
worry.
all the way to like Forensics or something like that, which come back and won the Golden Rose from memory. But other than that, they don't have a good record.
I hope we're wrong, because I like Capitalist.
Yeah. So, yeah, look.
By the way, just quickly on the fun side, Blake Shin, you're no doubt watching this. Congratulations. Hopefully with some of the money you made, you might buy some decent shoes.
What about his shoe collection?
Your shoe collection, buddy, is atrocious.
They're almost as bad as your slippers.
Yeah, I'm wearing my slippers today, but you got tassels, you got gold bars, you got little water boatman shoes.
Blake Shin has the biggest collection of boat shoes I've ever seen in my life.
So Blake, buy some new shoes, buddy. Otherwise, we'll start putting some photographs on our next podcast of your shoe collection. Anyway, so moving forward from 2-year-old.
All right. Well, we go from the 2-year-old to the other extreme, the older horse of the year. So we're looking at anything 4-year-old and up.
Yep.
3 nominations this year, pretty clear ones. The 3 nominations: older horse of the year, Winks, Chautauqua, and Buffering.
Yeah.
Look.
3 good nominations.
Oh,
all well deserved.
3 great nominations,
And
really.
in any different year, all 3 would be a winner.
Absolutely. And all 3 had massive wins.
Yeah.
You look to Winks, we know what she's done, we've been there.
Yeah.
You look to Chautauqua.
Yeah.
We've spoken about him with his Hong Kong win.
And Buffering being
Buffering.
an older horse.
Buffering,
Yeah.
went to Dubai and won the Alcor Sprint. Super efforts.
Yeah.
All 3. But look, once again, comes back to just that
Class.
unbelievable performance of the season. And not just that one race, but the winner is Winks.
Okay.
7 starts for the season, 7 wins, 4 Group 1s, 5 Group 1s I think it was, sorry, what do we got? 5 Group 1s, you just can't go past it.
Yeah.
Once again, super training performance, and that for me is the massive thing.
I agree.
Waller this year, after she won the Cox Plate, he realised what he had. He probably knew prior, but it's kind of black caviar all over again.
100%.
She, even though she has had losses previously, she's won 9 on the trot. He's got the pressure that Moody's got of not having horses lose races, and every time she goes to the track, she's expected to win easy, and for what he's done to keep that horse up. And kudos to him for looking after the horse. There was a lot of hoo-ha about him when he scratched it from the Queen Elizabeth after the Doncaster, and why did he go there?
Smart move.
Well, yeah, she had a problem. So, look, just absolute super effort, and look, you can't go past it. So, congratulations once again, Winks, Waller, Bowman, and the owners.
And the owners, and the racing public who get to enjoy Winks as well.
And that's the thing, you can't bet on her anymore.
Yeah, no.
So you've just got to sit back and enjoy it. So, congratulations. All right, we move on again
To
we go
back to Shooter.
back to the joggers.
Yeah, hashtag.
Back to
Hey,
the jocks.
haven't done a hashtag. Like,
Hashtag.
Hashtag Shooter's turn. Okay, and hashtag shooters in the house. So
Hashtag Team Shooter's gone down the drain.
hey, shooter's okay, by the way. Shooter's doing well. Okay, actually, shooter's also punching above his weight. Anyway, we get Apprentice of the Year. Again, we had a lot of nominations.
There was, yes.
We had from Sydney, we had Rory Hutchings. From Melbourne, we had Ben Allen, and from Queensland, we had James Orman. All great young jockeys who I'm sure will have great careers once they finish apprentices. But it came down to one and one only, and that was Sydney's own Rory Hutchings. Well done, Rory. You came from New Zealand. You won 3 New Zealand titles over there as an apprentice. Then you came to Sydney, joined up with Waller, and won your title here. 54 wins for the season,
54.
I believe. I'm sure he's got Waller to thank a lot as both a mentor and a role model, and taking on the track to become a senior jockey, which he is now. And he actually made history as being the first New Zealand jockey to win apprenticeship titles in 2 different countries. Yeah. So congratulations, Rory, doing it for the Redheads. Well done, buddy.
Ranger's on the roll.
Yeah.
Look, yeah, like you say, 54 winners, outrated his claim.
Yep.
And the thing for me with Rory is he's no lightweight jockey.
No, he does battle, and he works hard.
And he does work hard, and it's great to see him getting the results.
100%.
The support from Waller, look, everyone would love the support of Chris Waller, but at the end of the day, you get put on a horse, you still got to do the job.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I think he's had a good mentor in Waller, and he's advised him along the way.
And not only, I won't say, not just Waller, John Sargent.
Yeah.
John Sargent's given him a lot of support as well. And I hope that they give him the same support, and not only them, other trainers give him the same support now he's out of his claim. Because that's where the tough times...
That's the hardest part of any job.
Things have been hard up until now.
Yeah.
You know, you've got the claim still. Mate, the hard times are just starting.
And he's riding winners at the moment. He's doing well.
Absolutely. Look, there's no doubt in the ability. He's an absolute super jockey.
Yeah.
And yeah, look,
he's a tall lad, and he has problems with his weight, but he's got it in check, and he's going well.
We've all got problems with our weight check.
Look at yourself. I'm on camera looking at me sideways. But also, in about 3 or 4 weeks' time, I'll be catching up with Rory Hutchings, and we'll be doing a day in the life video documentary about what a jockey goes through. So I'll spend the day in the morning with track work, and at the day at the races with Rory. So that'll be coming up in a few weeks as well. So I look forward to that.
Shooter's going to claim whatever you do on that day. It's going to be all him.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be funny. But no, look, super effort. Congratulations on the win, Apprentice of the Year, the first ever. So there's another one. Throw that in there. The first Kiwi to win Apprentice of the Year.
Yeah. Well done.
You're all over it, hey? All right. Well, we get to the next one. Race Caller of the Year. We've had the worst.
Yeah, we're fair.
Let's go the best.
Yeah.
All right. The nominations.
You know what? For a small country, we've got a lot of good race callers out there. Not just in horse racing, but in the trots and the greyhounds as well.
Absolutely. And you know what? We've got them that good that you've got guys like Mark Sheen sitting on the sideline can't even get a run.
Yeah, true.
Well, that to me is just ludicrous because there's some guys that we've already been over earlier.
Yes.
he could replace quite calmly.
Yep.
All right. Race Caller of the Year. 3 nominations. We had quite a few. Got narrowed down to 3. The 3 nominations
This is probably our second highest number of votes we had as well.
Yeah, we did have quite a few of this one. Oh, no, third. Because we had the worst ride and the hottest jockey. They were the 2.
You guys being nominated now are the 3rd highest ranking, so well done to you.
So, the nominations for Race Caller of the Year 2015-16 are Darren McCauley from Perth, Luke Marlowe,
the young fella, the stud
from Sydney, great work, and from Victoria, Adam Olzanski.
Yep.
And the winner by look, unanimous decision at the end of the day. The nominations that came in for this guy were just phenomenal. Darren McCauley from Perth.
Well done, Darren.
Super effort. Look, this is a win for WA Racing, absolutely.
Yeah. Well done.
Cheers. Because WA Racing doesn't get a lot of publicity and doesn't get a lot of hype over here in the east.
Only the Railway Stakes, pretty much, isn't it?
Well, yeah, the Winterbottom Railway, you know. But other than that, Perth is just like, oh, I'll bet on Perth when I'm drunk on a Saturday night after all the other races.
Are we doing that after this, are we?
Yeah. But look, this guy
he's class.
Is without doubt the best race caller in Australia.
He's articulate, precise.
And that, mate, I've put that in my notes.
Okay.
He is the most precise caller. Very rarely makes a mistake.
Yep.
And just the way he calls a race, you can just sit there and you know, even if you're not watching it, you know what's happening.
Yep.
it is just super. An absolute ornament to racing. And please, Darren, if you ever want to move to the east, feel free. We've got some vacancies. If we don't, we'll make them. Yeah. Because by far and away the best. And look, nomination wise, it probably ran 3-1.
Yep.
And I mean 3-1 as in he got 3 to every other jockey that got race caller that got nominated. Yep. So it was just absolute phenomenal voting for Darren McCauley. It was clear. So once again, congratulations.
Well done.
First ever race caller of the year for the At the Track Awards, and I'm sure if you keep it around, you'll be going back to back next year.
Yep.
So super effort. All right, we're going to take another short break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to wrap it up. We've got the big four coming up. We've got Race of the Year, Trainer of the Year, Jockey of the Year,
and
Horse
of the Year.
The Horse of the Year. And look, it's not over yet, so we'll be right back. And in the break, we'll give you a bit of a replay of where do we go? Let's go Capitalist winning the in the 2-year-old.
Yeah, in the slipper.
In the slipper. Look, it might be the last.
It might be the last winner it has.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. No.
Look,
so enjoy this call.
As they race up to the turn in the slipper, honesty prevails between them. Capitalist looking for the run, then Yankee Rose, Scarlet Rain, and further back to French Fern. Sweet Sherry leads from the Well Fancied Astern. Capitalist is into the clear, flying Auntie to the inside, and then honesty prevails. Here's Capitalist going after Sweet Sherry, and then came flying Auntie, but Capitalist, the Magic Millions winners, drawn clear in the slipper. Yankee Rose home into second, but Capitalist takes it out. Capitalist were
What a win, Capitalist. Now you can see why he was 2-year-old of the year.
Yeah, look, like I said before, just hopefully you can refine that form because, quality. So, all right, well, we're back into the home stretch now.
Final four, the big four.
The big four.
Well, not that this end. I mean, the big four, that's better.
You're a bit of a retard, you can't.
Yeah, anyway.
It's all good.
So, start off with Race of the Year.
Race of the Year.
Take it away.
All right, well, look, once again, plenty of nominations, but it came down to 3. The nominations are Cox Plate, the Lightning Stakes, Flemington, and the Chairman's Sprint in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And the winner, and probably maybe surprising to some people, the winner is the Lightning Stakes at Flemington.
Yeah.
Now look, this race might not have got a lot of hype. It was a 6-horse field, but geez, you've got Chautauqua, Terra Vista, Japanisma, Exosphere, Delectation, and then I think the last one was Va Pensiero. But it wasn't so much the quality of the horse. Well, the quality's there, but the race itself was unbelievable. It looked like Chautauqua was gone. Terra Vista and Japanisma looked like they were battling out.
Yeah.
And then just down the outside fence, out of nowhere in the last, 150, 200 metres, the good old Grey just come flying, and he got him in the last stride. And
how Tommy lifted that horse over that line?
It wasn't Tommy, champ.
So, no, done.
Done.
How
Tommy will take it.
Yeah, Tommy will take it. How done he lifted that horse over, knowing where that line was at that speed, and just...
It was super. Yeah, it just, once again, it showed the quality of that horse's sprint.
I think as well, the Hong Kong Chairman's was about Chautauqua. The Cox was about Winks.
Yep.
The Lightning was about the Lightning.
This was the race.
Correct. It was about the race.
The
finish.
finish.
We're talking about the race.
There was no hype leading up to the race. Don't get me wrong, but the finish of this race was just super.
Yeah.
And you watch it again, and you kind of look at it and go, "How did he win?
Yeah.
How did that horse win that race? Because it was no chance." So, Dwayne Dunn, Team Hawks, Chautauqua, congratulations. And
I think that race will also be a form stamp because every horse in that race will probably have another good season coming up this year.
Well, maybe Exosphere's gone.
Well, actually, Exosphere almost won that category earlier on. But for a class field, for a small class field, it was definitely race of the year because it had you on the edge of your seat until the very end.
Yeah, and that's the way we looked at it for that quality. You could have gone the Cox Plate, but it was a blowout in the end. So yeah. All right, we move on
to Jockey of the Year.
Jockey of the Year.
Some great jockeys out there. Some sensational rides, some crap rides as well. But
plenty of crap.
When you look at the creme de la creme, the crop, the top boys, the men, the guys that do it week in, week
They're the
out.
consistent ones.
There's probably 3 names at the Hugh Bowman, Tommy Berry and Blake Shin. I mean, you're leaving off a few very good Victorian jockeys there.
Yep.
You're leaving off a couple of good Sydney jockeys there, and there's a few good ones in Queensland as well. But when you say Tommy Berry, Hugh Bowman and Blake Shin...
Boat shoes Shin.
Blake... I like that.
Good old boat shoes Shin.
Boat shoes Shin. They're 3 class jockeys. Now, I'm going to have a look at my notes here because I've got a few numbers written down. For example, I'm not going to say the winner yet, but let's just do some stats, right? Blake Shin, 117 winners for the season. He rode 32 different tracks. So he's not the glory boy that everyone talks about. He travels a lot.
He's having trouble, yeah.
So, mate, for 117 winners, and a Group 1 win as well thrown in there with Capitalist in the slipper, and Attention in the Group 2 in Queensland, that's sensational riding for a season. You look at Tommy Berry, 95 winners, 7 Group 1s. Yep. He rode horses like Chautauqua, Designs of Rome, Speak Fondly. He rode winners in Australia, Hong Kong and Japan. Then you look at someone like Hugh Bowman, 108 winners for this season. He had 12 Group 1s, 38 at Group Black Type, and he rode horses like Winx, Werther, Press Statement, Terra Vista, Preferment and Japanismo.
Yeah.
So
and raced everywhere. Like
again, he raced everywhere as well.
Hong Kong, Japan, you know, yeah.
So all 3 of them are very worthy candidates and probably very, very worthy winners as well.
Yeah.
But there can only be one winner. And again, congratulations, Hugh Bowman. You had Winx and the Cox Plate. You've had Race of the Year. You had Older Horse of the Year. You were involved in both of them. And here you are with, as we just said, how many Group 1s? 12 Group 1s. And I'm pretty sure I read on Twitter that he was the number 2 Group 1 winner in the whole world.
Pretty
Ryan
impressive.
Moore was number 1. And Huey, mate, 12 Group 1s. That's sensational.
Mate, but what kind of a relationship has this guy got with some of the top horses going around?
Yeah.
You look at Winx, right?
Werther.
You look at Werther.
Yep.
But then you got other horses.
Preferment.
Yeah. You know, like... Oh,
Mate, here's an interesting one. Cox Plate, heaven forbid. Right? You got Winx's favourite. Second or third favourite is Werther.
well, yeah.
Who's going to ride Werther?
Who cares?
Hugh if he wants.
Well,
If
yeah.
something was happening to Winx, which we don't want to happen.
I'd be astounded if those 2 horses were there
Yeah.
that he would go anywhere other than
He won't.
Winx. But not only that, go back 12 months, or just under 12, well no, it would be about 12 months, he had the option of Preferment and Winx.
True.
What happens if he goes the other way?
Yeah, we don't know.
Like, honestly, just, yeah. And you know what?
But you know what? I think Hugh likes having those problems in life.
Oh,
And both jockeys would.
hey, they're the problems you want.
Yeah.
Hey, you'd rather have that than be riding.
But then he's got
hacks
that pressure on him as well. Which rein do I pull? Do I go this way? Do I do the public opinion? What do I want? I'm thinking further ahead. You know,
the
it's
public,
tough.
the public pressure's on him. The pressure of the owners, the pressure of the trainers.
Yeah.
It's there. But you know what? There's no more pressure than what the bloke would put on himself, and all these guys would put on themselves. But not only that, like not only their skills, I've had dealings with all 3 of these guys, and they're all top blokes.
Yeah, 100%.
Like all 3 of them at some stage have ridden a horse that I've had shares in or whatever.
Okay.
And they're all top guys. Like they're all happy to give you an honest opinion after a race. You get some jockeys that'll fill you full of crap.
Yeah.
But these guys genuine and yeah.
Isn't it funny though? These are the 3 guys we're talking about, and they're 3 guys who speak well.
Yep.
They're well mannered. They're dressed well. They hold themselves well.
Dressed well.
Well, no, sorry, apart from shinny
Sorry,
shoes.
Blake.
But, you know, they hold themselves well at the race course. Like I've seen Tommy even at downtown Wyong race course with 4 or 5 pairs of goggles,
Well, mate,
which he did to our kids when we were
exactly.
at Gosford recently.
Exactly.
But I was at Wyong a couple of weeks ago, and a young kid came up to the members area and called out Tommy. Tommy came over, gave him some goggles, ran inside again, and came out with 2 more goggles for the kid's brother and sister.
I want to know. I want to know whether Tommy got sick after your kid, who was disease riddled and off school, ran up to him and gave him a hug at Wyong Racecourse.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Tommy.
He rode a winner today, so he's all right. But you know, Huey Bowman, great with his time.
Yeah.
Blake Shin, great with his time. These are the things that I think the public love to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not there like a footballer, like, oh, don't come near me. They're happy to talk to you.
And they don't seek out the limelight
No,
either.
they don't.
Like,
No.
and that's, you know, going back to another jockey, unnamed jockey, who we've mentioned numerous
New
times.
ideas.
Women's
Weekly. Yeah.
Or should we? Universal Pictures.
Yeah, what's
eh?
that? What's that? Griffiths woman, the actress.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway.
Anyway, so there's your jockeys.
Congratulations, all 3 guys. Massive
100%,
seasons. But yeah, look, winner, thoroughly deserved.
But without your jockey, you need a trainer.
Well, you need a trainer before you get the jockey.
Correct.
Yeah,
So
yeah, we move on. Trainer
the boys that the people that employ you jockeys are the trainers.
Well,
and,
we're the owners. We. Hey.
What do you mean we own a horse? One day. I've owned a few slow ones, and hence why it took me a long time to buy a house. But anyway, again, looking at my notes, we got again 3 trainers here that are very well deserved, and I think 3.
3. You sure? 4.
Was there 4?
4.
Was
There's
it?
4. Have a look at the names, dude. There's 4.
Okay, well, I've only got 3 written down. You can jump in with the 4th one.
No, there's only 3 nominations, but there's 4 trainers.
See?
Hey?
I need it.
Shooters had too many tigers.
Shooters on the Singapore beer. I only bought the Singapore beer because Shooter and Singapore both start with S.
So does shit, but...
Okay, I now cotton on to what we mean. So, Chris Waller. What a season. Comes over from New Zealand. He's kicking ass in Australia and in Sydney. He's
keeps breaking record after record after record.
Class act. And you look at the jockeys like Bowman, Berry and Shin. All ridden winners from this year. Then you've got Darren Weir. Mate, everything he touches turns to gold at the moment.
Yeah.
He is killing it. Won the Melbourne Cup. He wins races at Werribee and Wangaratta.
I was about to say, you go back to, you're saying Blake Shin's happy to travel.
Yeah.
This guy travels everywhere. Although, he couldn't win a race in Sydney.
No, he couldn't. Yeah, true.
He can't win a race in
No,
Sydney.
he can't win in Sydney.
No?
And that's where the good trainers are. And then Peter and Paul Snowden. There's your 4 nominations, but 3 surnames. So, and Peter and Paul Snowden in Sydney as well. They've done some great things. So between those 3 surnames, you've got 3 amazing training facilities.
And not just that, you've got a different dynamic. You've got 2 guys who have stables full of horses at the brim.
True.
And then you've got the Snowdens
who've got a small team.
They're building up.
Yeah.
You know, like Peter had what probably every trainer would dream of when he was with Darley and you know. He walked away and wanted to go out and work with Paul, and what they've done in that short space of time is massive, and they're building.
And that is why Peter and Paul Snowden are our Trainer of the Year. Well done, guys. Class act.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that you'd want to give big kudos to all your background staff as well. I follow one of the strappers on Twitter and Facebook.
Paul Snowden.
Yeah.
Paul Snowden is the only trainer, jockey, or anything that has replied to this podcast.
Oh, is he
Mate,
now?
if that's not enough reason for him to win,
Well done,
I don't care. But Paul Snowden, you're a champion.
Yeah.
Mate, we're going to get you on here one day.
Yeah.
We're going to have a chat. But look, congratulations. Thoroughly deserved. As we say, not the biggest.
No, but definitely one of the best. And as I just said, I follow a lot of your staff on Facebook and Twitter, and the pride they have in their horse that they look after is amazing. We've got a very good friend of ours that owns a horse through you guys. And it's the feedback you give to all the owners is amazing. Behind the scenes, the girls that do all the work, your staff are just proud to do what they do, and I think that just starts from the top and comes its way down. So, I've written some stats down. Like Snowden's 138 winners for the season.
That's
at 19%.
19%. That's the big one.
Now, that's massive. They had one Group 1 winner.
Group 1.
That was Capitalist and the Slipper.
Yeah.
But again, they travel everywhere. They've got horses running left, right, and centre. But 19%.
Like I say, they had that one Group 1 winner.
Yep.
But they're building.
Oh, they are.
Like, numbers-wise,
for
what they've done, I think this is only their 2nd season as a training partnership. Second full season since, the transfer.
You look at the horses that have been winning for them. Apart from Capitalist, you've got Attention, Charlie Boy, Artistry, Dothraki, Snippets Lad. They're great. They're good horses, but not great horses. But you place them so well.
Look,
and that's what it's all about.
Look, Peter Snowden. My opinion on the guy is he is an absolute genius.
Yeah.
Horseman. If I ever had to have if I was ever to have another horse, I haven't got any at the moment. Without a shadow of doubt, he would be who my horse went to.
Yeah.
Just the way he places his horses, and I've spoken to people over the years, and that's always been the thing. And Paul is just learning so much off his dad, and in his own right, he's a great horseman. But you mentioned the percent, right? Let's put this into perspective. These guys, 138 winners at 19%. Weir, Waller, massive stables.
15 and 16%.
15 and 16%. Now that's a massive difference.
And their stables
massive.
3-4 times bigger.
Yes, they win more Group 1 winners. They have more winners in general because their numbers are massive.
They have more losses.
But 19% to 15 and 16% is a big difference. And, you know, in the next 2-3 years, you're already seeing the amount of 2-year-olds these guys have got coming through. Yep. And every season it's getting better because they know how to pick a 2-year-old.
Yeah. And you'll start to see that name come up.
Mate, the numbers, and you know, their percentage may drop when they get those numbers into the stable.
It will. It will have to.
Because by rule of numbers, it's going to happen. Yeah. But the quality that they give and the preparations that they put into their horses, I'm not taking anything away from Darren Weir or Chris Waller because both of them are outstanding in their own right. But yeah, look, obviously, these two guys, great blokes, and they're always happy to say hello. And yeah, like I say, Paul Snowden, don't be afraid to keep commenting, don't be afraid to respond because you're a champion.
Be careful, we'll have you on here very soon.
We're going to get you on here very soon to have a chat. So yeah, look, thanks again, well done. Team Snowden, thoroughly deserved.
Yeah, I agree. Now though, we come to the main award of the day. Evening.
The one we've been waiting for. Look,
Horse of the Year.
Horse of the Year. Look, it's
what we all wait for, it's what we all love. I mean, we love the trainers, we love the jockeys, but at the end of the day, people go to the races for the horse.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Well, most people.
Well, you go for a couple of drinks and you lose all your money, but you don't tell your wife that. Just listen to this podcast right now. But it's all about the horse.
It is.
You look back at, at the Chautauqua and Winx, you look back at Black Caviar, you look take over Target a bit further back, Superimpose.
Those horses bring...
Of course you do.
They get the interest. They get the interest in racing. Yep. Yes, you get your people who go there to get wasted and whatever, but for us horse fans and for us horse people, you go there for the horses, and we've got some good ones around. And the nominations, once again, there was plenty of them.
Take them away.
But we've narrowed it down to 3, and for us, we're kind of repeating the older horse category because the nominations, Winx. We'll run through these quickly as we go through. Nominations, Winx. 7 starts, 7 wins. 5 Group 1s, 2 Group 2s. Group 1 wins the Cox Plate, the Epsom, the Doncaster, the George Ryder, and the Chipping Norton.
Now, that Doncaster for me was, wow.
Mate, it's won the 2 big handicap mile races at Randwick. Like, you know. Chautauqua, 8 starts, 6 wins, 4 Group 1s, 2 Group 2s. Group 1 wins the Manikato Stakes, the TJ Smith, the Lightning, and of course the Chairman's Sprint in Hong Kong.
There's 2 horses and the 2 jockeys were Bowman and Berry again.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep. And the last one is Buffering. 7 starts, 4 wins, 3 Group 1s. The Winterbottom, the Alquois Sprint in Dubai.
That was amazing.
And the Moya at Moonee Valley.
Over in Dubai, I was praying and hoping, maybe. I had $20 on it just for a laugh, thinking, you know what? If it can run a place, I'd be proud, but far out, when it won, man, I woke my kids up. Amazing. Super effort, training performance, ride, everything. And, you know, he's a tough old nut. Like, to travel him around as much as he does, he went to Hong Kong after that. Like, he didn't run that well in the Chairman's. But especially as an older horse as well.
But, like, just, you know what you're going to get with him. He just gives you everything. So, look, plenty of other horses that got mentions. And, like I say, you can't have them all in there. But the winner, the inaugural At the Track Awards podcast, Horse of the Year 2015-16 is Winx.
So there you go.
Look.
What do you say?
You can't say anything about that horse other than just phenomenal. Let's run through it, right? We go back. Sunshine Coast Guineas. Okay, back to where it all began. Officially began this run of 9. You know, brained them way back, flew home, super performance. Went on to the Queensland Oaks, won by 3.5 lengths.
Yeah, that was a great win.
Just, you know, went for a spell. Then...
That's when we thought this something good's going to happen.
Yeah, look, something could happen, you know, but still, it's a long way. It's a big stretch, you know. It's like coming from Bendigo to Flemington, you know. But then, next preparation. First up, we go the Theo Marks.
Yeah. Yep.
And she just got up. Tight win, real tight.
I remember we started talking, there's a bit of a rap here, bubbles about to burst.
Well, it was it was not long after that I think we put that multi on.
Yeah.
Next start was the Epsom, and she brained it 2.5 lengths. I think it was almost 2.5 lengths.
That was probably one of the best, easiest wins I've seen her have.
Crazy. And then obviously the Cox Plate with official margin 4.8.
And how nervous were we?
4.8. Like we had a two-way multi, so we could have gone Kermadec or Winks.
Yeah, we went Winks.
But and then she goes out for a break after that massive performance. Back Randwick first up, Apollo Stakes, wins by a length. Next start, Chippy Norton Stakes, 1.5. Next start, George Ryder, 1.5. Then to the Doncaster.
Nice.
Question was Doncaster, Queen Elizabeth, Doncaster, Queen Elizabeth.
Everyone thought
it was Queen Elizabeth. Look, I did. He did. You know. Went to the Doncaster.
Trainer knows what he's all about.
2-length win.
Mate.
Weight carrying record for a mare.
I was at Randwick that day.
Yeah.
And trying to get me on TV, as I do.
As you do.
Hashtag shit on TV again. And I was this close to Hugh when he just got off the scales, being checked up for his weight, and I touched the saddle that Winks had just had on, and I was like a little girl at the Justin Bieber concert. I was in awe. It was like, Hugh looked at me like some kind of blubbering idiot. And it was funny because after they walked down the tunnel, they were giving out Winks hats that day, and I got one signed, and I was too scared to say, can you sign my hat? So I got it signed off. Can you sign it for my son? And he asked me my son's name. I had to tell him.
Michael.
So instead of saying Michael, he signed it for my son. Then he signed it. I said, oh, well done. But as Chris Waller came down, I said, oh, mate, congratulations. And the look of relief on his face, it was just him and I walking down the tunnel back to the weighing room. And you could see he was like,
yeah. And that
he was, and he goes, I'm relieved. So,
that look of relief will be there for every race from now on.
Yeah.
The pressure on that guy is just unbelievable.
Immense. And I think Peter Moody's sitting at home with a cup of coffee and a little sherry thinking, yep, I've been in that position.
I know where you've been. So, no, look, once again, just phenomenal.
Yeah.
5-year-old man now, coming into this season.
All going well. Second Cox Plate.
Look, hopefully.
The Barry trials we've been watching lately have been pretty impressive.
She looks good without being tested.
Yeah.
First up run will be interesting, but if she comes back and everything's right, it's hard to see her being beaten in anything. She's got that turn of foot from 1400 through to
2000.
Well, she's won over 2400.
Yeah.
The Oaks, or sorry, it was 22. But that she's got it. Yeah. So look, congratulations, Hugh Bowman, Chris Waller, the horse, the owners.
Yeah. And the public in general for this thing, bringing people back to the races.
Australian racing, it's funny that we need a horse like this
100%.
all the time.
Yep.
We had the Black Caviar, but then when she went, there was that bit of a lull.
Oh, there was.
We need that hype horse.
Yeah.
And I suppose every country is the same. They need that hype horse, and she's our hype horse.
Her and Chautauqua will be our two.
Chautauqua, yep, without a doubt. And he's still, still on the way up, I suppose.
Big things still ahead.
Look, the pair of them.
I think between them and the great trainers and the great jockeys we have, I think for the next couple of seasons, horse racing in Australia is on a pretty even keel.
Oh, mate, yeah. Around the world, we don't match up in the staying races like we hope we would.
We cater for sprinters.
But the sprinters are just keep going everywhere and doing what they need to do.
Chautauqua, the highest rated sprinter in the world.
Yeah.
Well, little old Australia.
It actually just come out today. Winks is the 3rd highest rated horse in the world.
So and look how big we are as a country.
Yeah. So look, I'd love to see her in a race, and hopefully, like we say, we get the Werthers and that come down here and make this a real big Cox Plate. But kudos to them all. Kudos to everybody and everybody involved with the horse. And funnily enough, interesting stat. And I bet you didn't know this.
Go on.
Your man J-Mac.
Yeah, J-Mac. Yeah.
He rode Winks to her first win this season.
Barry trial. Yeah.
No. He rode her to the win in the Theo Mark Stakes. Did you know that?
2015-16 season.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
I didn't.
Yes.
Did he win?
He win. Whoa. Did he win?
He must have been in June then. Put it that way. Seeing as we're wrapping up the podcast, I would like to officially apologise to James McDonald for all the ultimate baggings you've had over the month of June.
It was him.
It was me.
Wasn't me. Wasn't Gravy. It was him.
It was me. You had one winner for the month, so But in July, he'd come out and kicked ass.
Has he come back from UK yet?
He's still on holiday. I saw he's in the middle of Barbados or Bermuda. Or he was somewhere having a great time with his friends. Greek Islands, I think it was.
Half his luck.
Yeah, half his luck.
Look, it's been a good show, and thanks to everyone for the nominations. Yeah. We got lots and lots of nominations, which was really good. Hopefully we get plenty more for next year, and plenty more followers. Share it around. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Definitely.
Now, looking forward to this season, we're going to have to change the format up a little bit. Yeah. Here's the plan. We're going to have the tours.
Another year with you again.
Old, shit our shooter over here.
Hashtag shooter.
And we're going to get celebrity guests, special guests on every now and then. So just give us a rundown on their racing background. And
doesn't have to be tips.
No, not looking for tips.
No.
You want to give us a tip? Give us a tip. Hey, that's fine. But, we'll get Gravy on when we can. When he's available, he'll be on.
Yep.
But those weeks where he can't, we're going to try and get people on. First target, Paul Snowden.
Yep.
The only man who's replied so far, he's going to be on. And
it's not video, it's phone.
Phone call, get online.
5 minutes on a Friday.
Friday afternoon, Friday lunchtime, Friday.
You can talk about your team, you can talk about your horses coming up.
Yep.
Because our podcasts normally go for 30 to 40 minutes.
Yep.
And we talk about horse racing tips.
So.
But you can maybe have a 5 minute where you talk about why you got in the industry, who's your favourite horse, who did you love as a kid. Just
a bit of background, all that kind of stuff.
Just to break it up.
Shooter already mentioned he's going to do the Rory Hutchings thing. We'll be getting that out there as well. That's a little bit of publicity for us. But look, jockeys, trainers,
strappers,
race callers, strappers.
Race callers, good or bad?
The bad ones might not want to come in.
Jockeys, hot or not?
Hot or not? Keith Lung.
Maybe get a Hong Kong.
Hey, we get Hong Kong, Keith Lung. Yeah. But not only that, like sports people, we've got a couple of people in mind who we're going to try and hit up.
Yep.
And just general nobodies, mobbins.
Yeah.
Hey.
Dean Roche.
Eddie,
yeah.
Homeless Eddie. If he can steal a phone off somebody for half an hour, we might be able to get him on and see what he's got for us. So
even footballers. If you guys know someone who plays rugby league or soccer or cricket, who like your Warners and your people that own horses.
Yeah. Anyone that's got a bit of an interest in
racing.
Let's
have a chat about horse racing.
And that's pretty much all it's about.
And by using them,
you know what? Look,
that'll get us better numbers.
They can get online and help me bag this clown out. Because at the end of the day, comedy relief is over here, and that's what it's all about. So
I'm here for my looks, really, anyway.
Anyone wearing a Tennessee Titans shirt is comedy relief.
I'm showing my versatility.
I'm repping the Gades, boys. Hey, Renegades.
I'm showing my versatility of sports. Not that I know much, but I'm still repping it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Tennessee Titans.
But moving forward.
Yeah. Look. So next week we'll be back with our usual programming,
which is on YouTube, iTunes. Sorry, iTunes.
Podcast. Or podcast. Yeah, podcast form. Obviously, we've got this one on the one-off version of YouTube, and down the track, who knows? We may get your ugly head back on TV again. Hey,
that's what I like to do.
So, but no, look, once again, thanks again.
Share it on Facebook, Twitter.
Share,
please share,
and join the group, join the chat, join Renegades. Join the conversation on our Facebook page and Twitter. Yeah. Tweet us if you've got questions. We'll try and answer them.
If you don't like who we nominated,
if you don't like him, tell him. James McDonald, tell him.
Yeah, J Mac is fine.
So, but once again, kudos, congratulations to the winner.
All the winners, congratulations to you, mate.
Thank you.
And myself.
Been a good year.
Been a good year. It's been fun.
Well, it's only been a few months, but it's been a good few months.
Long way to go.
Gravy, shout out to you, brother.
Only Grace.
Pity you couldn't be here.
Yeah.
But look, the winner in general, Australian Racing.
100% Australian Racing.
We're looking forward to another awesome season. And who knows what we've got coming up. Hopefully not another Melbourne Cup like we had last year.
Positive Caulfield Cup, Cox Plate, Melbourne Cup. Winners. Lots of history, lots of great memories, moments, and fantastic stuff to talk about.
Yep.
So cheers, buddy.
Thanks again. Enjoy, people. And we'll chat to you soon.
Thank you.